Nasogastric tubes are life-saving tools that come with painful to life-threatening drawbacks. When tubes become kinked or looped, veer off into lungs, or are difficult to see on X-rays. Because these drawbacks are inevitable, the harm they cause needs to be minimized. Since the faster they are found, the less harm they can cause, users need a device that can search for each one and verify in seconds if any exists. Only this patented device can safely search for and verify in seconds if any drawbacks exist. So, NG tubes can be removed quickly to mitigate the pain that these two drawbacks cause and prevent the possibility of death that this drawback causes. The parts of the patented device are a metallic wire, several lead locators, a plastic sleeve cover, and at least one red lung litmus sensor and one blue stomach litmus sensor. Together, these parts form a detector that uses a two-step process to search for and verify the existence of drawbacks. Step 1 verifies whether or not an NG tube is kinked or looped inside a patient. After a user inserts an NG tube into a patient, the user inserts the detector into the NG tube until it either encounters resistance or reaches the lower end of the NG tube. If the detector encounters resistance, this is a positive sign that the NG tube is kinked or looped inside and prompts the user to quickly remove the tube from the patient. There is no longer a need to wait for an X-ray report. To verify these two drawbacks, the detector does it in seconds. The kink and loop verification method of the detector saves time and money, mitigates pain and discomfort, and eliminates radiating the patient. However, if the detector does not encounter resistance and reaches the lower end of the NG tube, this is a positive sign the tube is not kinked or looped and prompts the user to leave the tube inside the patient. When the detector reached the lower end of the NG tube, it positioned the red lung litmus sensors and blue stomach litmus sensors on its lower end next to the openings at the lower end of the NG tube, so that fluid entering the openings is guaranteed to make contact with the sensors to quickly verify where the tube is located inside the patient. There are only two places where the tube can be: inside a lung or inside the stomach. Step 2 verifies where the NG tube is located inside the patient. The user removes the detector from the NG tube and inspects the red lung litmus sensors first. If the red sensors have turned blue, this is a positive sign to the user that the tube is inside a lung and prompts the user to quickly remove the tube from the patient. There is no longer a need to wait for an X-ray report to verify this life-threatening drawback. The detector does it in seconds. The location verification method of the detector saves time, saves money, and saves lives. However, if the inspection reveals that the red sensors are still red, this is a positive sign to the user that the tube is not inside a lung and prompts the user to inspect the blue stomach litmus sensors next. If the blue sensors have turned red, this is a positive sign to the user that the tube is inside the stomach and prompts the user to leave the tube in this position inside the patient. At this point, if the user wants to take an X-ray to see the exact location of the NG tube inside the stomach, the user reinserts the detector back into the NG tube before taking the X-ray. This will position the lead locators that are underneath the red and blue sensors next to the openings at the lower end of the NG tube, so that when the interpreter of the X-ray sees the lead locators of the detector on the X-ray, the interpreter has just found the tip and openings of the NG tube on the X-ray. For the first time in medicine, the difficulty of locating the tip and openings of an NG tube on X-ray is eliminated by the lead locators of the detector. The X-ray verification method of the detector saves lives and prevents litigations. Since all three verification methods of the detector are safe, fast, and reliable, this patented invention is guaranteed to become not just a new tool in medicine, but a new standard. All medical supply companies need a product that all customers want, and no one else has. This patented detector is a product that all customers want, but only one company can have. The medical supply company that offers this detector to the market will dominate the global NG tube market, receive thousands of new customers, sell other products to new customers, and generate billions of dollars annually.